My father was an immigrant coal miner from Finland. He came here and settled here and raised his family here. He spent over 40 years in the underground coal mines. Some of the subsidence that's occurring in Rock Springs and surrounding areas are in mines my father spent a great deal of time in.
The very early days in Rock Springs, we basically were based on the mining activity. At that point, it was coal mining.
It has a long history of association with railroad and was very instrumental in bringing the railroad from the east to the west.
Mining has defined this community from the onset, which was coal mining, clear through today, where now it's more the trona mining. Rock Springs is undermined, and the term undermining means that when they mine coal out of the seam, obviously there would be a void that would be left. These voids begin to collapse so that on the surface you either see a gentle subsidence, if you will, all the way to a massive hole that will just open up automatically.
AML has had a presence in Sweetwater County for a considerable number of years. There are two main goals with regard to abandoned mine lands work. One is protection of the public safety. The second most important thing I think that AML deals with is remediation of hazards to property.
Well, obviously the human residential work that we've done in the past was the most important. We really got a lot of that done here, but it became terribly obvious to us that we were kind of ignoring the infrastructure. So we've started looking closely at that. We've done a lot of work with the water system here, water storage tanks, delivery systems, and I think that's going to continue on into the future, judged by what we're finding right now.
In the mid-90s, we did a major infrastructure project where we analyzed areas of the city that had been previously impacted by mine subsidence, and we replaced sewer line, water line, curb and gutter, streets.
In the last year or two, the county was in the process of rehabilitating a building in the downtown area here in Rock Springs.
We found a large void underneath that building, and the AML people got on that very, very quickly.
When the AML folks came in and drilled and identified the extent of the void, it extended clear out into the intersection of one of the biggest intersections we have here in our downtown area. Fortunately, we caught it before it collapsed.
I would say the county and the city have benefited immensely, both economically and safety-wise, with regard to the AML work that's been done.
Keeping the public informed about what we're doing is very important. People don't like to be surprised, so that's a very important part of our project, and that's something we do early on before we put any boots on the ground.
If I receive a call from a property owner or a business owner regarding a concern, the first thing we do is make an arrangement to go out and take a look at what's going on.
If someone wants to build a home, they put their life savings into a home, they put their life into a home, they're probably paying a mortgage on that home. That's why it's so important from a residential standpoint, because you don't want to sink your life savings into a home that might end up in a hole.
We do have the mine subsidence insurance, which was developed back in 1986. That insurance is available for any property owner who is situated in above a mine workings area.
Well, probably where we're sitting right now has probably been undermined, but if it weren't for the AML funding, we'd have significant surface disturbance throughout the city of Rock Springs and in areas like Reliance.
The county's been very open and working with us, and the city has been very cooperative. Everything that we have accomplished to date is because of the cooperative efforts of the entities involved.
I think Rock Springs today is a better city, it's a safer city, and it's a better place for people to locate to because of the fact that we've taken care of a lot of these undermining issues that have existed over the years.
Crises or tragedies have been prevented because of AML work, and that has always been the goal. And I am very, very grateful to know that we have been successful in that goal.